Okay, today we're going to continue learning about Earth and space. And the question that we're going to focus on is, what causes day and night? So what causes hours of sunlight and hours of darkness? Okay, so first what I want you to think about is a video. Now it's not working, so I have to bring it up on the screen from YouTube. And as you're watching, I want you to see what you can notice.
Ooh.
Back to here. Okay, raise your hand. What did you notice in that video? Caitlin?
The sun was moving.
And nice and loud when you're speaking.
The sun was moving.
Okay, good. What else did you notice? Or in more details? Melanie?
I noticed that the sun would move to the side and kind of get bigger and smaller.
Okay, it was moving to the side, getting bigger and smaller. Yeah.
It was like getting a little dark on this side.
It started getting dark on one side. Anything else?
Sometimes the clouds block the sun.
Okay, right, there was the clouds too. And what direction was the clouds moving? Kind of this way, right? And what direction was the sun moving? This way. Okay, so think about what we were just watching. Have you ever seen something like that?
Yes.
You know, been outside and you notice the sun moving across the sky?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's think about that. Does that mean that the sun moves across the sky, and is that why we experience daylight?
No.
No? Okay, because, let's see, what do we know? What do we already know about the sun? Raise your hand. Tell me something you already know about the sun.
I know that the sun circles around the earth circles around the sun. That's what makes it spin.
Okay, you already know that the earth goes around the sun? Adriana?
I already know that if you get too close to the sun, you can die.
Right, because the sun is
A ball of gas.
hot. Good, a ball of gas, right? Does the sun move?
No.
No. Okay, we know that, right? The sun is, they say, the center of the universe because it just is there and it doesn't move. So what I'm thinking is, why is it that in that video the sun looked like it was moving across the sky? But we just said the sun doesn't move. Okay, so that's kind of what we're going to be trying to figure out. We'll get to, someone first tell me about the earth. What do you know? Some of your hands might have been up because you were coming up with the ideas, putting connections together about what you already know about the sun and what you know about the earth and what that might mean. Kiara?
The earth's always spinning round and round.
The earth is spinning. Good. Isaiah? Okay, so he knows about the earth, that it's the only planet that has life in our solar system. That's awesome that you know that. Anything else?
Earth is one of the closest planets to the sun.
Right, it's one of the closer ones to the sun. Good. Okay, so now that we've kind of discussed what we know about the sun and the earth, and some people even have brought this up, how does the earth move? I did hear 2 people already talk about it. There are 2 ways. Trayvon?
It orbits the sun.
Okay, so One way, we're saying it goes around the sun. What's the other one?
Spins constantly.
It spins. Okay, so that's what we're going to learn more about today and how that affects day and night. Okay, so we have the first way that the earth moves is around the sun. Okay, so the sun, does it move?
No.
No, it stays in one place and the earth is moving around it, right?
Yeah.
How long does it take the earth to go around the sun one time? Raise your hand if you think you know or if you just want to make a guess. Adriana?
3 minutes.
3 minutes? What do you think?
24 hours.
24 hours?
A year.
1 year? Any other guesses?
24 hours.
24 hours?
A day.
1 day? Okay, we're talking about the earth going all the way around the sun. See if we can get this. Answer is, it takes about 365 days for the earth to revolve around the sun. Does that sound familiar, 365 days to you?
Yes.
What's 365 days?
1 year.
1 year. Who said it? You got it right. It takes 1 year for the earth to go all the way around the sun. It takes a long time. That's how we measure our years. A very long time. So that is our first way that the earth moves. Okay? Now, there's another way. The second way that the earth moves is that it rotates on its axis. Okay? It is what you are calling spinning, right? Okay, so I have a globe over here.
Ooh.
Earth is at this little angle. Okay, it's not straight up and down like this, how we see it on maps. It's at this angle. And it rotates around on its axis like this, okay? So this is moving around the sun, and at the same time, it's moving like this on its axis, okay? So, next question, how long does it take for the earth to spin around one full time? I want to see some more guesses, some more hands.
24 hours.
24 hours? Any other guesses?
24 hours.
You think the same thing? 1 day? Okay, we're all thinking about 24 hours? Let's see.
Oh.
About 24 hours, okay? To be exact, it's 23 hours, 56 minutes, and 4.1 seconds.
4 seconds off.
Rounded off to 24 hours. Okay, and 24 hours is the same as
1 day.
1 day. Good. So, we have, what, does the sun move?
No.
No. Does the earth move?
Yes.
How many ways does it move?
2.
Okay, raise your hand, tell me one way that it moves. Looking for someone new? Then I check.
It spins around the sun.
Okay, it goes around the sun. That's one way. Second way. Rebecca?
It spins on its axis.
Spins on its axis. Good. So we've got that. So picture back what we were. We watched the video at the beginning. The sun is moving across the sky, but does the sun really move?
No.
No. It just looks like that because we are spinning, right? Okay. So we need to keep in mind our question. What causes day, hours of sunlight, and night, hours of darkness? Okay, and for us to really be able to figure this out, I want to do a little demonstration. I want to make sure everyone can see. So what I want to do is, everyone at this table, you're going to stay seated. 3 people at that table, stand up, push in your chairs, come over here. Okay, fill in the seats, and then if not, stand. Okay, this table, stand up, push in your chairs, and you can just stand in between people so that you can see right over here. Okay. So obviously this is a globe, which is a picture of the earth, right? Okay, yep, just move right up, Raymond. Good. Okay, now I have a lamp here. what do you think this is going to represent?
The sun.
Awesome, you're so smart. Okay, now really the sun shines, it's a big ball, right? So it shines everywhere. But there's not really a lamp that, you know, looks like a sun. So we have this lamp that will demonstrate the power of the sun, right? Okay, make sure it's facing the right way. There we go. Okay, so here's our Earth. It's going around the sun, but how long does that take?
365 days.
A year, a whole long time. And as it's going around, it's also doing what? Spinning like this. And how long does that take?
24 hours. 23 hours, 56 minutes, and 4.1 seconds.
Wow, good memory. But yeah, we can say 24 hours. Okay, so let's think about first, where is Connecticut, where we are? Where is Connecticut on this map, Raymond? You see it? About? I mean, it's not going to say Connecticut. Will you put this little marker on there so we can keep track of where we are? Here we have America. Where in America is Connecticut about? Yeah. Good. Yeah, I'm just going to make sure it sticks. Good. Okay, we're about right there in the New England area, right? Okay. So I have us over here facing the sun. Here we go. Okay. So right now, is Connecticut having sunlight?
Yes.
Okay, some people say yes, some people say no. Raise your hand. Share your ideas.
It is, from here what I can see, it is probably just about getting dark.
Okay. Yeah, I want to make sure that everyone can see. If you need to come up even closer, that's okay. If you guys want to come around and see, that's perfectly fine. What's your idea?
I think that, like what she said, that it's mostly in the wintertime because it's on a different axis. And
Okay.
it's almost like blinking away from the sun.
Okay, so you think it's going to be dark soon, but right now, what is it?
It's like about 6 o'clock.
Okay, so you think it's like later in the day, but a little bit of light. What do you think?
I think it's in the evenings because that, like you said, it's like it's supposed to be the sun, but it's not because the sun, it's a big light, and so it can't, that light can't capture all the space. So I think what they're saying is that since it's angled, the lamp can get everything because it's small.
Okay, right. So in general, though, if you come over here, who has a good, Trayvon, you come over here. Where is their light? Point. Okay, what about over here? Is there light? Do you see some light, like right here?
Yes.
A little bit, right? What about over here? Reach. Do you see light here, too, a little bit? Well, you're in front of it now, but like right here, can you see some light?
Yes.
What about, go back to where you were standing. Is there light here? No. Okay, so in general, it's this whole space. I get what you're saying. It looks like it's really bright right here, right? And not quite as bright up here. Is that what you guys were saying? Right. But in general, there is some sunlight all on this side of the Earth, the part of the Earth that's facing the sun. Now, remember that it moves, okay? Moving on its axis. What is going to happen if 3 or 4 hours go by? What is going to happen to the movement of the Earth? What do you think? Nyla?
Probably the, like, kind of the half of the Earth that has light is probably not gonna have much light anymore. It's probably gonna be like nighttime.
Good. What do you think?
Well, as I know, because like in California it has different times as Connecticut.
Right.
So I'm thinking that when it's turning around, it's probably one half of America is probably getting light, and when it's not.
Good. So she made a great connection there. She's saying she knows that in California, it's not the same hours of light that we have over here on the East Coast in Connecticut, right? Okay, it's different because they're way over here, and we're over here. So as it spins, if it's going like this, what is going to lose sunlight first? California or Connecticut?
California.
Right, because as it moves, as hours go by, starts going this way. Now what?
No.
Here's our Connecticut. What do you think? What do you notice? Here's the sun. It's always staying in the same place, right? The sun does not move, but our Earth is rotating around. Denijah?
Most of the other part of the Earth has more sunlight than Connecticut, and Connecticut has like a little bit.
Good.
Not much.
So you notice Connecticut has a little bit of sunlight still, you think, but there's other parts of the world that have more sunlight right now. Is that what you said? Does everyone agree?
Yes.
Okay, so now what if a few more hours go by? What's going to happen? Caitlin, want to come up here? Show us what do you think is going to happen. Be careful off the cord. Good. What's going to happen to the Earth? A few hours go by.
It's gonna move, and Connecticut won't have any sunlight.
Perfect. Do we agree?
Yes.
Okay, it's going to, every hour it slightly keeps moving. Now, where is the sun pointed?
Towards Africa.
Can anyone see this continent, the closer people?
Africa.
Okay? But Africa's on a different part of the world than Connecticut, right? So Connecticut's over here. Rebecca, do you think that we're experiencing a lot of sunlight right now? No. So what time of day is it?
Night.
Nighttime. Okay, so you're starting to make connections between everything that we're learning today?
Yes.
Okay, so how long does it take for it to go all the way around?
23.
About how long does it take?
24 hours.
24 hours. Good. Okay, so if we start here and we go halfway around, that would be like half of a day, right? So for half of the day we experience sunlight, half of the day it's dark, right? So that's kind of why day or night, right? Yep. Nana?
I noticed that on the globe it says near the equator that it's the direction of the Earth's rotation, like goes that way.
Oh, right. It even says it goes this way. So we were spinning it the wrong way, right? But we still got the same idea. Did we? Okay, we can see if there would be any difference. So Natalie made a great observation on the globe. It actually tells us which way it moves, and it moves this way. So if we're here and it's moving this way, does it still take the same amount of time to go around?
Yes.
Do we still experience the same amount of day and night?
Yes.
Yeah, we do, but what's the only difference? We were saying, who gets night first? Connecticut or California?
Connecticut.
Right, Connecticut. So very, very good observation there. Okay, so I want you to return to your seats. Does anyone know? Jerome, do you know? Oh. Yeah, let me see.
Oh, it's probably frozen. Yes,
Let's see.
There we go.
Here we go. Okay. It is time to answer the questions. What causes day? Hours of sunlight. I want you to turn and talk in your groups for just 30 seconds. I want you to have some good answers to come up with there.
What causes the sun and how the earth rotates around the sun? And like how it rotates on its axis. What causes it?
When just like sun is half on one side.
Causes sunlight in the day. Because the earth and the different parts of the world.
Okay, here's some great conversations. Okay, come back up here. Voices off. Raise your hand if you want to share. What causes day? Is it that the sun moves across our sky?
No.
No. Jocelyn?
The rotation of the earth.
Okay. Anyone want to expand on that anymore? She said the rotation of the earth. Perfect answer. Anyone want to add anything? Yep.
How the earth spins on its axis.
How it spins on its axis. Yeah, Miley?
It's how it orbits around the sun, and different parts of the world get different amounts of sunlight.
Okay, so you're saying it has to do with moving around the sun as well?
And the axis.
And, right. Most important is the spinning on the axis, but you're right, it also kind of has to do with it moving around the sun as well, because two things are moving.
When it rotates around the sun, when it moves when we move the light from the sun, it shines on that part that is facing the sun, and then that spot is
Great, Rebecca. So she's saying as it spins, so she's using what everyone else had said as well, it depends on what part of the earth is the sun shining on, right? Is that what you're saying? And that part of the earth is what sees sunlight and gets day, right? Okay, good. So I came up with an answer. Let's see if we just came up with a similar thing. I know we might have to do it manually by the computer. Okay, raise your hand. You could read this for me, please. Kiara?
As the earth rotates on its axis, different parts of the earth are facing the sun at different times. When North America is facing the sun, we see sunlight. This causes daytime.
What do you think? Did we get it right?
Yes.
I think we did. Amazing. It was a perfect answer. Okay, so let's go back to the second part of the question. What causes night or hours of darkness? Isaiah? Nice and loud.
When the earth rotates, as it gets closer and closer away from the sun, the other part of the world will have daytime and the rest of the world will have darkness.
Perfect. Okay, so it's the opposite of what we had just said, right? He was saying whatever part of the world is facing away from the sun as it rotates, that part of the world will see darkness and it'll be nighttime, right? Mm-hmm. And the opposite side of the world, Isaiah said, will have, look, Sandra, daytime. Good. So let's see. I don't think this is working still. Nope. That's okay. Raise your hand if you'd like to read this answer for us and see if we were right. Denisha?
As the earth rotates on its axis, different parts of the earth are facing away from the sun at different times. When North America is not facing the sun, we do not see sunlight. This causes darkness and nighttime.
Okay, so were we right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, good. So, I have a question. If I called on you right now to answer our original question, what causes daytime and what causes nighttime, give me a thumbs up if you think you could answer that question all by yourself. Give me a thumbs in the middle if you think you could do it with a little help. And give me a thumbs down if you're really confused and you need a little more practice with this. So I want to see either thumbs up, thumbs in the middle, or thumbs down. Let me see. Awesome. Okay, there's a lot of thumbs up and a couple thumbs in the middle. No thumbs down. That's what I like to see. Awesome. Okay, so can I have 2 people please help me pass paper out? Okay, here you go. What you're going to be doing now is answering just 7 questions that proves to me that you've met our objective that I had posted up on the board. And it's basically our key question, what causes day and night. So if you can answer these 7 questions independently, what does that mean?
By
yourselves, right? To me that means you understand. So we're going to be working on this. Just raise your hand if you're a little confused. If you have a question, I'm going to be walking around. Okay, so especially any of those that have their thumbs in the middle, I'm going to be walking around. And you can ask me any questions. Make sure your name and date is at the top. We'll get started.